Hello, and welcome to this 25-minute nervous system reset yoga flow. So, we are going to begin with a little bit of breath work. But before we do that, I want you to grab a pillow, maybe one or two. If you have a bolster and a block, go ahead and grab that. Otherwise, just grab a couple of pillows from your bed because we will be doing some breath work, a little bit of flow, and we're ending with some restorative yoga poses. So we will begin in an easy seated position, making sure the spine is long, shoulders are soft, and just settling in. We're going to begin our practice with some vagus nerve activation. So take your hands, rub them together, make them nice and warm. Then you create these little like Spock hands, and you'll gently massage in front of and behind the ear. So a very light touch, just activating this space. The vagus nerve is essential to our rest and digest system, getting out of fight or flight. So we're just activating it here. You can massage up and down the neck a little bit. Good. And then taking your hands down to your knees, we're going to do a variation on lion's breath. So it's going to go like this. In a moment, we're going to inhale in 3 parts. So you'll inhale, look up a third, inhale 2/3, inhale all the way up. Then you'll see a big let it go. So inhale, look up a third, 2/3, all the way up, big breath out. Good, do that again. Breath out. Just continue with this. It might feel a little bit silly, but it's so good for that vagus nerve. Good, then settling in to just a normal breath. Maybe taking a few big inhales, open mouth exhales, letting the dust settle. Our breath is such an important tool to have in our toolbox when we are working with our nervous system. We're going to move into one more vagus nerve activation. So take your hands, interlace them behind your head, opening up the chest. Do not move your head at all. Just gaze over to the right side. Hold it here with your gaze until you yawn. Hold it for a moment or two, and then you'll look over the other way to the left. Hold it there until you yawn. And release. Maybe just noticing how you feel here as you tip your left ear down towards the left shoulder. Option to rest that left hand on top of your head. Right hand can reach down towards the ground. And then switching sides, just opening up the muscles of the neck. And then releasing, coming back to center when you're ready. Tucking chin to your chest and just rocking the head from side to side a few times. The vagus nerve runs from our head down through our throat all the way down to our gut. So that's why we do a lot of ear and neck work. Also throat work with the breath for the vagus nerve. Bringing our head back through neutral. You can take your left hand to your right knee, twisting, but then taking that right arm up and over. So twisting and adding this side body opening here. Breathing down deep into the belly. Switching sides, right hand to left knee, left arm up and over. I think this one feels so good. And releasing here. We're going to do it again on each side. So left hand to right knee twisting, then reach up and over with the right arm. And switching to the other side once again. Coming back to center, reaching both hands overhead, bending the elbows and opening up the heart. And give yourself a big hug. And once again, opening up wide and exhale, big hug, other arms on top. This move here has actually been shown to not only comfort ourselves, but to help to deactivate the fight or flight response. Opening up again, giving that big hug. And releasing the hands down, rubbing them together once again, making them nice and warm. Take those warm hands, rest them over your eyes, letting your eyes absorb the heat. And rubbing your hands again, taking those warm hands, this time we're going to rest them over our throat. And then taking your hands one final time, rubbing them together, this time placing them over your heart. Inhale, sweeping hands overhead, reaching for the sky. And exhale, hands through heart center as you breathe out. We're now going to move into a few restorative yoga poses. So we're going to start with the supported child's pose. Grab your bolster or your pillows if you have them, taking the knees wide, hugging that bolster into your body. Also, if you have a block, you could take that block at the top of the bolster or pillow, just propping it up a bit. Really just settling in here. Letting yourself be held and supported. And just imagining you're in this safe little cocoon here. It's so comfortable, it's so cozy. Letting yourself be held and nurtured. As you just focus on smooth, effortless breaths, moving in and out of your body. If you like, you can turn your head to the other side, just so it evens out here. And just continuing to be held and supported. Maybe noticing if there's anywhere in your body where you're really squeezing or clenching or holding on to that tension. Just really let it soften and release. Maybe feeling that gentle hug of gravity from above. Just softening all the muscles of your back. Resting in this restorative yoga pose. Allowing your breath to flow in and out of the body with ease. Just taking a few final deep breaths in this position. And slowly lifting yourself up for a moment as we transition into our next pose. So you can take the pillows or bolster, putting them across your mat. This is going to go under your knees. Take your legs about as wide as the mat, letting that slight bend in your knees be supported by the pillows. And then you'll just hinge and fold forward, really bowing over your legs, rounding the spine. Crown of the head melting towards the earth. As you're here, think about your back, feeling the breath move up and down the back. As you inhale, feel the breath move from the base of the spine towards the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, feel the breath fall from the crown of the head back down to the spine. Letting the backs of the legs lengthen as the muscles that run up and down the spine soften and release. Letting yourself melt into the props and into the mat. And then slowly rolling up, releasing out of this position. We're going to move into a figure 4 legs. So just gently finding that figure 4. You could rock your legs from side to side. You could walk your chest towards your shin. We'll be here just for a few breaths. And switching to the other side. Maybe rocking the legs or just holding here, walking the chest towards the shin, whatever feels good. Just taking a moment to release the hips and the piriformis. Releasing out of our figure 4 legs. We're going to move into a heart opener. So you can grab your second pillow or you can grab your block and you're going to put it between the shoulder blades, kind of right at the bra line and in between your shoulders. And you'll lay yourself back, opening up to goalpost arms. Relaxing the legs, and if this feels too intense, you could just get rid of any props and lay on your back and have those goalpost arms. Breathing here and focusing on the heart center. Imagining as you rest here, there's this warm beam of light shining down on your heart center. This warm beam of light shining down on your heart. removes all stress and worry, any anxiety in your heart. Just continuing to breathe down low into the belly. Heart is open, that light is shining down, melting away stress, worry, and tension. Taking a few final breaths here. And then easing out of the position, sliding your props out from underneath your back, laying back down, or moving to a supported legs up the wall. So sliding that bolster or pillow underneath your sacrum, bringing the legs up towards the sky. I like to point and flex my feet a few times here. It helps with circulation, also helps to stimulate the lymph moving through your lower extremities. And once you've settled, just taking a few big, deep, easy breaths. Just letting the external world fall away. And then from here, we'll gently bring our legs back down, just releasing them towards the floor, planting the feet on the ground just enough so you can lift your hips, sliding your pillow out underneath the knees, making your way to shavasana, our final pose. Now feel your body where it connects with the floor. Feel all of the points of contact between your body and the surface beneath you. Maybe feeling the heels or the shoulder blades, perhaps the low back or the back of the head. Feel yourself rooting and anchoring down through those points. Just feel the gentle rise and fall of the belly with every inhale and every exhale. With every breath, let everything slow down. Let your body slow down. Allow the mind to slow down. Even your breath begins to slow down. Everything slows down as you move closer and closer to a place of complete rest and relaxation. Allowing yourself to be at ease and just noticing the gentle rise and fall of the belly with every inhale and every exhale. There is nothing you need to do. There is nowhere you need to be, except for right here in this moment, honoring your need for rest and relaxation. And when you're ready, begin to reawaken by wiggling fingers and toes. Maybe deepening your breath. And finding a full body stretch. And slowly making your way up to seated. And once you're seated, taking a moment, thanking yourself for carving out this time for you. We're going to end with one more round of those big, comforting hugs. Opening up your arms and curling them around. Drawing hands to heart center, rubbing hands together, resting your hands on your eyes, then your throat, and finally your heart. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice, and have a beautiful day.